With the release of Wicked for Good, which is really good, you should check it out if you haven't had a chance. I thought maybe we could take a few moments to talk about public domain. Probably do a much longer form video on this soon, but I just wanted to talk about it for a moment because Wicked is a perfect example of what kind of art we can get when stories are allowed to breathe and be reinterpreted by new people. Obviously, very much in support of copyright. If you create something, you should own it. But corporations owning IP for decades and decades and decades does a disservice. Sherlock Holmes is beloved by pretty much everybody because other people have played with the character. Robin Hood, King Arthur, Dracula, Frankenstein. Snow, like all Disney exists solely because of public domain. And then they do everything they can to make sure that none of their stuff ever goes in public domain. Which should tell you everything you need to know right then and there. But public domain allows other people to reinterpret stories, reinterpret ideas, and put their own spin on it. And it lets those stories stand the test of time and become immortalized. Lets those authors' work and those authors' voices be retold. And a lot of times, when people discover something through a new method, a new version, like obviously I didn't discover Christmas Carol through Charles Dickens' book, I discovered it through other things. They're like Scrooge and Muppet Carol, Christmas, and things like that. But I've gone back and I've read the book. Like if the thing you create is good and other people have their turn at it and add their own voice, their own interpretation of it, it will send people back to the original to want to see how it started, what gave birth to this thing that keeps growing and expanding and expanding. And that is good for everything. That's good for the artists, it's good for the creators, it's good for community, it's good for historians. There's no reason to keep everything behind lock and key. Corporations extending the copyright of things for so many astronomical years is insane. While you're alive, you should be able to keep your copyright, of course. But once you pass, maybe 20 years, so that your kids can still make some money off it, fine. But 70 years afterwards is a ludicrous thing. And so many things are being lost that should be remembered forever because nobody else gets to play with those toys. That the original work was forgotten, erased. It's a travesty, and it is something that we as a society need to rectify.